Welcome everyone. Today we are going to do what I call past life reading. This is, I was going to say relating to love. Like if you can't figure something out in this lifetime, maybe with a certain person, doesn't have to be a twin flame, could also be a soulmate. Um, maybe there was, an unfinished connection, an unfinished, what's the word I'm looking for? Something was left unfinished. And many times we'll come into the next lifetime wanting to finish that. Whether that be a connection, whatever it may be. So, anyways, I think I'm getting off topic. What I want to do here is we're looking back to figure out through past life what is going on in this lifetime. This is really for anyone who's drawn to the reading, but particularly if you have a hard time in love or you're having a hard time with a certain person. It's a back and forth, like the runner and the chaser, or a repeat pattern. I feel like I have to say be very honest with yourself in this reading, because I don't know. We all know someone who like just wanted someone so bad, but it wasn't returned to them. And as a friend, you know, we want the best for our friends. So what I'm saying is be real with yourself. This is about, I feel like you would know if this is about a particular person, even if all kinds of hell broke loose, I still feel like you would know if there's a love between the two of you. Doesn't promise that things will work out because of that. Other than that, I don't want to really put a limit on this. I feel like now I'm starting to put limits on the reading, and I don't want to do that. So, let's just go ahead and begin. So, we're going to use the Past Life Tarot, actually Oracle, and then we're going to bring in the Lustrous Tarot. Let's go ahead and begin. We have the High Priest or the High Priestess. I have to tell you, that doesn't surprise me at all because I feel many of you are on this path in this lifetime. And listen, I feel like, to be the High Priestess, the High Priest, it's like the connection, so to speak, to like the Akashic records. It's your intuition, and it's strong. I feel like, it's more than that. I feel like it's about a lot of you are on spiritual paths, like doing spiritual businesses, or in spiritual type relationships, or will be that type of thing. And I feel like your current energy, listen, when you're born, we're born with amnesia, with purpose, right? And the purpose is, sometimes what if we have like a really, really hard lifetime? Do we want to carry that energy into the next? No, this is about a brand new opportunity. As you're born to the world, it's brand new, fresh. We have authority figures. And, I feel like, I have to say, I feel like as a spiritual being, how do I say this? Because I feel like it's something that has traveled from one lifetime to the next and to the next. I feel like when you get to a certain place, a certain energy, a certain vibration, let's say, it's not that you don't respect other people's opinions or that you're open to listening and even potentially, changing. It's not that. It's not like coming from the ego. It's coming from the spirit. It's difficult to have authority figures around. I feel, I'm feeling right now, like in this, for this spiritual journey. Now, that may not be everyone, but I do feel it. Like, And it's not that I can't deal with it. It's just, I don't need it, right? It's almost like people trying to show me how. But my way is my way. You know what I mean? Like, I have to do it my way. I feel like I'm meant to do it my way. Um, that type of thing. And others are wanting you to do it their way. I definitely feel like that's energy that has traveled. Um, and you know, it's not a right or wrong type of energy. It's just is what it is, right? It's like I've risen to a place where my intuition is my everything, my GPS, my go-to, right? I trust my intuition over yours, type of thing. So I feel like, this is about being very clear. Like if you feel very clear about something, I feel like you just have to trust that. And yes, some of us have to deal with authority figures, but I have to tell you what, I myself, being on the spiritual path I'm on, I used to be a general manager of fitness centers and spas together. And now I was the authority figure. And now I feel like I am the high priestess. You know what I mean? But I had authority figures above me also. And what a difference it is between working for someone else and working for yourself. And I feel like I was meant to work for myself. And that's the type of energy I'm talking about here. And it's not that you're not open. I don't feel that at all. I don't feel closed off. It's just that you know what you know what you know. All right. We have vows. I have to give you one small message. I do feel like, I'm thinking about whether you agree with someone being gay or not. I feel like, how do I want to say this? I feel like, it reminds me of like a lot of different things, like slavery and a lot of things where people made judgments against other people based on the way they thought something should be versus just the way that someone is. Now, I'm not putting, I try to be careful to be Switzerland here, neutral. But I know what I know what I know at the same time, and I trust in God, and God is love. Anyway, what I'm saying, I feel just very quickly, I feel like this is talking about, so what my point is, why am I blabbling? My point is, imagine that, that you're a woman and you're in love with another woman, and how difficult it is in this world, in that energy, right? In that energy, like you cannot help who you fall in love with. Now, take that and take that to your last life. You know what I mean? Whether it be the 1800s, the 1700s, whatever it was. So I feel like it being, like, I feel like it is in hiding. But I don't feel like it has stopped anything. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, so there's authority figures. It's the same with like prohibition, right? Authority figures. What do people do? What people are always going to do? They'll figure a way, right? They'll figure a way how to have it anyway, if that's what they want. Again, I'm not putting judgment anywhere. Okay. we have trust and faith. Trust and faith. Trust and faith is mirrored by the High Priestess. You know, just look at this card. You know, it's your angels. I feel like in general there had been vows that had been made. But at the same time, I feel like there had to be a sense of secrecy around it. Is that the right word? Secrecy? Doesn't sound right. Secret tea. I just feel like there had to be like a hush hush around it. But nonetheless, I feel like, you know, listen, authorities or no authorities, I feel like love is love. And I don't think there's an authority figure who can stop it. So, anyways, but I do feel the feeling of having to hide it, so to speak. All right. Look at this. We have a spouse on the bottom of the deck. Maybe maybe it's where you ended up. Or maybe you didn't get to end up. What I feel is like wed. Because of, even though we have vows, maybe you were secretly wed. Maybe you're spiritually wed. Food, excuse me, food and hunger. I don't know. I had to look underneath that. This could certainly talk about a couple. Again, this is about a past life here. Why do you not want to stay there? And I definitely feel the energy of who's ever made these vows. I feel like they were made. I feel like they were secretly made. I feel like, and then I feel all of a sudden like I felt this like wave of shame. And the shame is not about being me, it's about, maybe it's like, I felt it's about like I felt a sense of shame just for a second about maybe not letting my parents know or that type of thing. Because I feel like what I've done, I'm doing secretly. Now, listen, in this lifetime, not in this lifetime, in last lifetime, in the lifetime that we're looking at right now, I totally think that the only way to stay safe was to keep it in hiding. I do think there was just like, for whatever the reason, I don't feel like it was, whether this could even be parents, like just, it's like Romeo and Juliet telling them no. The more they were told no, the more they wanted each other. All right, let's take the Luster's Tarot. Already shuffled, but we'll give it a shuffle or two. And let's go around this. Now adding in this lifetime and how this energy could be affecting, or, it'll say there wasn't closure. Now, I kind of feel like in love, there was closure for two. And maybe these two, because, this food and hunger underneath it, it definitely wanted me to see it. So I don't feel like, even though I do feel like there was a marriage here, or even a spiritual marriage, or maybe a real marriage, still secretly. What am I trying to say? I don't know. I lost my train of thought. It'll come back if it's meant to. We have the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands coming above the High Priestess. So now we're starting to enter, I feel like the two lies will kind of blur together. So we have the Knight of Wands. So this is fast moving energy. This knight is coming into the reading. What do I mean by that? I mean, it's like a future knight. This knight is in the future. He's not from the past. Doesn't mean it can't be someone of the past, but this is energy that's coming towards you. Knight of Wands is a good energy. It can be very fast moving, so it can feel chaotic. But it's very passion driven, desire driven, action driven. Coming above the High Priestess, for some of you, I feel like, this is the path that you find yourself on now. Okay, wow. We have the Seven of Swords, interesting. And then look at this, we have the Lovers. So, in a way, I would expect to see the Lovers. Because I do feel, again, this couple, it doesn't matter who says you can't. They're going to anyways, and potentially did. And it's interesting that way the High Priestess, because now I'm feeling as High Priestess, it's almost like your earlier self reaching out, connecting to you about like your future self. The Lovers coming right over Vows. Right over it. It's interesting that above authority figures is the Seven of Swords. And that Seven of Swords can be a little bit of untrustworthy energy. And he seems to be taking something from the energy of the Lovers. Like he's taking something that really doesn't belong to him. More than he needs type of energy coming over authority figure. Almost like, wow, okay. It's almost like, like the tax man come knocking on your door and taking more. It's like it feels like the mafia, the authority figure. In this lifetime, it's in a different form, but what it's doing is it's robbing the Lovers of something. It's trying anyway. Doesn't mean it is. I should clarify that. It's trying. And maybe it has a false facade or a false sense of accomplishment where the Lovers truly know that this energy hasn't really accomplished anything. If anything, it may have pushed them even closer together. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure it's in reverse, making sure my deck is not in reverse. So it's not in reverse. What am I talking about? Ten of Pentacles. Interesting how here I felt the sense of these couples struggling with, let's say, the day-to-day. Probably because, again, it's like we're doing it like in the underground, on the underground type of thing. But I can't deny the connection. I feel like the connection can't be denied. I do feel like the energy of like someone trying to take something from these Lovers. But listen, and it's funny because it's like this food and hunger is hidden, right? But then I have the Ten of Pentacles, which is very abundant. So how interesting. Maybe we hid more than just our love. Maybe we also hid our money. I like the Ten of Pentacles next to the Lovers also. You know, I feel like they both share the energy of Mercury, first of all. So think of communication. And in any way, especially with the High Priestess, that can mean like intuitively. That can mean like telepathically. Because with the Ten of Pentacles here, it tells me this is something that is rooted in time. You know what I mean? It's like rooted in time. What's rooted in time? The Lovers. And their vows. How interesting. Not just them, but their vows. Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to shuffle for these four. Excuse me. And we have the Devil in reverse. So first of all, card of Capricorn. Give it the respect it deserves. But it is in reverse. So, you know, the Devil is the energy of temptation. Things that tempt us. Maybe more towards the dark than the light. You know, both have their purpose. Both have their purpose, but this is in reverse. So I feel like, you know, whatever, let's just say maybe strings were attached, or the things that used to tempt me no longer hold that power. I feel like it's something here. We have the Eight of Wands. Fast-moving energy. Fast-moving energy. This is the energy that you put out there returning to you. That can be good. That can be not so good. I feel like it's for everyone. Like no one can escape it. I definitely feel like it's also letting you know that who's ever in this Seven of Swords up here, and I do feel like it's in a past life where it had like a great effect. Well, it thinks it did. I don't know how it's showing up in this lifetime, but I feel like this lifetime they're paying back their karma. They're paying it back. So where you may be getting some type of reward from it, they are paying that karma back, which means the same thing's going to happen to them. It's not from you. You don't want to be weighed down with that energy. It's not from you. It's from the universe. The universe will take care of them. Look at this. The Ten of Cups. Wow. So we have the Lovers, Vows, and now the Ten of Cups. I mean, hello. This, of course, is potential. You know, if this Seven of Swords person in this lifetime is in the Lovers, is one of the Lovers, and is living kind of like I feel like a dirty scoundrel, that's the wrong word, type of life. You know, I feel like there ain't nothing you can do but allow them to deal with their own karma. And there ain't nothing you can do. So don't wait around and try, right? Because that may even stop them. I don't know. No, I do not feel like that's everyone because I feel like this is someone outside of the lovers also. Almost, in this life, maybe trying to deny him in the same way. But they can't. Maybe they did. Maybe they held him up. I want to remind you, it looks so lovely and easy on the board, right? But remember, first of all, we're talking lifetimes here. And then in between these cards can be years, right? I may have been stuck in this energy for years. And then somehow I free myself and move here. You know what I mean? So I just want you to be really real with yourself. That's all. Because the cards are so lovely. I mean, the lovers, vows, the 10 of pentacles, the 10 of cups, the devil in reverse. It feels like something's being lifted. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of cards, but you know what? I'm going to take them, and then we'll let it be. I have the 6 of Wands, energy of victory, coming under trust and faith. I'm not even going to try to break that down for you. I feel like you already know. You must know what that is, right? What it is you want to be victorious in, right? And having faith. Also action. Okay, let's keep going. We have the King of Swords. Couldn't be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the 2 of Cups. Hello. Hello, lover. We have the Moon. Card of Pisces. Ruler of Cancer. Can cast shadows. It's almost like who's ever in the 7 of Swords trying to cast shadows over this 2 of Cups, maybe so you can't see it. If she can't see it, she won't go after it. Look at this, the Queen of Swords. Excuse me, guys. Look at this, the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords. I don't care what your sign is. It's not even about that. This is about like-minded energy. Definitely soulmate energy, no doubt. I feel like, listen, I do feel like there is a negative element that unfortunately is mixed up in these love lives. But at the same time, I feel like from like a past life, because I feel like in a past life, it's almost like the tax man or the mafia man come knocking on my door, right? Okay, give me that money. Give me the rent plus 20%. Well, I don't really have it. I show myself. My facade is as I am poor. But truth be told, like, I feel like prohibition, like I have these 10 pentacles, right? Like we have this, but we don't present it. We present a different facade. Do you know what I mean? I feel like same thing. Someone like casting a shadow over this lover, soulmate, twin flame, whatever, like-minded. Doesn't mean you're exactly the same. You know what I mean? How boring would that be? Though I have to tell you, Sam and I both are Virgo sun. He's got a Virgo moon. And there's many times when him and I are talking, or even if we're having like a little fight, I see myself in him. And I have called my daughter multiple times and been like, oh, is that the way it was? She'd be like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, so sorry. So, like he is my mirror. And that's good because I can learn from that. And I can, apologize to I need to while I'm still alive. Anyway, guys, this is quite beautiful. I don't know. Um, let's look at the Seven of Swords a little deeper. Because other than that, we have the Nine of Wands. Feels like something has been kind of stuck around you for a while. Like maybe multiple lifetimes, like a heavy energy that just won't go away. Like that dark cloud that follows you. Feels like it may have been for a while. We have the Five of Swords. So I feel like this is energy that must be around you because it's asking you have to leave it. The Five of Swords is change. It talks about the toxicity. We're looking at the Seven of Swords. We already know it's toxic. I already feel like it's been a while. And I mean, like, this could be like some people that I'm around and I've been around them for a while, and therefore, that's what's coming back to me. Whatever energy I'm in is what's going to come back to me. That I can count on, right? So I feel like it takes you to make the change that's needed, whatever that may be for you. But it's definitely showing this energy as something that's toxic too. What otherwise I feel like just wants to blossom. Now, I do feel like you'll work it out. Otherwise, why are we doing the reading, right? We're just not doing it just to have fun. We're doing it to help. So I feel like it's saying here is the element that may stop me perhaps from being in a vibration that'll allow this type of energy to flow in, right? If I'm in this type of energy, this toxicity, well, it's very hard for this type of energy to flow in because that's not what I'm putting out there. What I put out there must return to me. Well, you have the Two of Cups right at this, right, connected to the Two of Cups. That's connected to the Ten of Cups. That's connected to the Lovers. So, unfortunately, it's like someone has to come to the party uninvited, crash the party, but I don't feel like you have to accept it. Make the changes where the changes need to be made. If you resonate with this, you resonate with it. If you don't, you don't. Don't try to make yourself. You know what I mean? I feel like if this is you. I don't know. I just feel like you'll know. You'll know. But maybe I'm doing this so that we can look at this, so we can move beyond it and move into our truth, right? Trust and faith. Don't give up. Don't give up on the Two of Cups. Now, sometimes I put my energy in the wrong place. I've got to know, am I putting it in the wrong place? Are they returning it equally? If they're not, it's the wrong place. For now. Anyway, I don't even feel like I have to tell you that. I'm glad I did this reading. I almost didn't do it. Tomorrow's Easter, so I was thinking, is anybody going to really watch it? But I don't know. I feel like I had to do it, and I'm glad I did. I love doing these readings. I love doing them because I feel like if we really want to know how to expand our lives, we have to know where we've been. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean I have to know a past life, but I want to understand the energy of where I have been, at least in this lifetime. Because if it has not been good, I don't want to repeat it, right? So there's some things that may need to change. I think you'll know, and I think I'll leave it there. I love you guys. I thank you. I thank you for clicking on the channel. I thank you for the thumbs up. I thank you for the donations, helping me keep the channel alive. Truly grateful for that. I'm grateful for everything. Your comments. I just love doing these readings. Let me know. Can't wait to read your comments. I will see you next time on my table. Bye-bye.